some commentators on TV have decided they're going to go on a rampage against pot. It is dangerous. It's for fat and lazy people. You think I'm kidding? No. Literal. That's what Nancy Grace said. Let's begin the festivities.
Do you think legalizing pot for recreational use, do you think that's a good idea?
I think it's a horrible idea. And I speak not only after studying it and reading every shred of scientific and research data out there, but after seeing what it does to people on an everyday level. People would drop out of work. They would become lethargic. I mean, come on. Ask yourself, do you want your cab driver to be high on pot?
You know, listen, if you do it responsibly, you don't get behind the wheel. You do it in a private, confined space. You do it safely. No harm, no foul.
You mean a private space like your home where you're supposed to be taking care of your children, or cooking at a gas stove, or lighting a fireplace? You mean that place? Yeah, no, not a good idea.
Okay.
Look, I don't want, when I'm at work, I don't want my babysitter high on pot. All right? Does anybody? Do you want your children? Do you want your parents, your sister, your brother to be taken care of or driven around by somebody on pot because it's okay in Colorado? You know what? Colorado gets what they ask for.
I know people are screaming at the television, agreeing with you,
I'm sure.
and vehemently disagreeing with you.
Hey, look, the ones that are disagreeing are lethargic, sitting on the sofa eating chips.
Oh,
pot.
that is a blanket statement, Nancy Grace.
There.
There! She proved it. Oh, science. My bad. Okay, I didn't know she was going to come in with all that evidence. See, if you disagree, I've read all the scientific facts and research papers on this. And if you disagree, you're on a couch right now, I know it. And you're fat, you're obese. I didn't know that smoking pot made you fat. I know it gave you the munchies. I didn't know it made you fat. And lazy, you are lethargic. I read all the scientific papers, and I stream on TV for a living. So I would know. Oh, you're going to do it at home. Are you crazy? You got gas stoves there. What do you think happens at gas stoves when you're smoking dope on your couch? Boom! Explosions! Obviously. The one thing she does have a good point on, if you start smoking dope, you drop out of work. Hey, Amir, can you take a shot of Jesus, our director for today? Oh, right! Jesus didn't show up to work today. Oh, that's Amir instead. I don't know. Nancy Grace has a point. These people are supposed to be the people telling you on TV what to think. Yeah, one of my TV isn't working anymore. Who listens to that and goes, oh yeah. Fat, lazy, exploding gas stoves, children melting in the corner like, what did mommy do? Cab drivers. Do you want your cab driver smoking pot? Well, I don't want them loaded on vodka either. And both would be illegal no matter what. This goes for argument on television. All right, well, we're not done yet. Here comes Papa Bear. Bill O'Reilly's going to weigh in.
Let's begin with the left. What is it about the drug culture, the internet culture, that's so compelling for some of them?
Well, I don't think it's compelling, but I think that if you start to arrest their children and give them records and put barriers in front of their futures and their careers, I think people say, wait a second, as you said in the previous segment, this is soft drug use. Why are you arresting and giving this kid a record? Especially minority kids, disproportionately, they're the ones who get arrested.
Only dealers, Juan. There's no mass arrests of users. No, they get a ticket, Juan.
It's
almost impossible. The records are expunged if they're juveniles. You know what the game is here.
This is not
a crime that is actively pursued by district attorneys. All right, I'm just going to discount that argument, Juan. Mary Catherine.
I love television, man. Okay, so Juan, they just get tickets. First of all, nobody ever actually gets arrested for a pot use. Really? And what study did you see that in? Okay, and I can show you 100 studies that show you the opposite. In fact, we have over and over again on this show. I can show you over 3,000 people sitting in jail for life on nonviolent offenses, okay? And most of those were for drug offenses. And most of those were possession, okay? So now, no, you just get a ticket. He makes up stuff all the time. He's unbelievable. And then so Juan Williams got him. There's no question about it. So Juan, I'm going to go ahead and dismiss that argument. Oh, oh, well, okay, my bad. I didn't know you were going to dismiss it. Okay, oh, well, I'll have to try again. So they try again. So now this ham lady is going to come in and try to make decent points. She's also going to be dismissed. The disdain that he shows here, like, is the woman still talking? I mean, watch for yourself, O'Reilly. You know what he did to Juan Williams was bad. Watch this.
Mary Catherine, you've got a baby. You want that baby to be smoking pot? Is it a he or a she?
Oh,
is it a he or she?
She, and I would rather she not smoke
When that
pot.
baby is 13, 14 years old, you want the baby to be smoking pot in moderation, do you?
I would rather not have her smoking weed, and I'm not a huge fan. But look, that doesn't mean it has to be illegal, though.
Why would you not want your child? No,
Bill,
answer my questions, Mary Catherine.
I'm answering the question by saying it doesn't have to be illegal because I can step in and handle things.
So
and
I'm going to say you don't want to answer. You don't want to engage.
Damaging than paternalism in a nanny state.
Mary Catherine, you're babbling. You don't want to engage in this
saying
conversation.
Clear words and making an argument to you.
You're babbling. I'll go back to Juan. I asked Mary Catherine why she wouldn't want her 12 or 13-year-old child to use marijuana, whereupon Mary Catherine punted and started to talk about social issues in a general sense. You agree with me that a mass usage... Wait, Mary Catherine, wait.
Okay.
All right? So, Juan, you agree with me that a mass usage of a soft drug like marijuana is going to weaken the country, it's going to hurt children.
Oh, how awesomely dismissive was that? Wait, Mary Catherine, wait, you're babbling like a woman, okay? Now, and the thing is, put the woman thing aside, put the minority thing, put all that aside, okay? Basically, they got him, man. They were making perfectly good points. And that was making him mad. Could you see it? That whole, we'll do it live was like boiling up inside of him, like, play us out. What does that mean, play us out, right? And he's like, you're babbling. Because he was babbling. That's what he does. He does projection. He had no good points. Do you want your baby to smoke pot? That was his main point. Do you want your baby to smoke pot? No, I also don't want my baby to have alcohol. But it doesn't mean I think alcohol should be illegal. I don't want my baby drinking whiskey. Okay, and at 13 or 14, I don't want him getting loaded up on rum. That doesn't mean I think that rum should be illegal or pot should be illegal. You're babbling. You're babbling. Okay, get off. Get off. Or Juan, back to you. Jesus Christ, what the hell's going on? What's going on here, Bill, is that your arguments suck. Tides go in, tides go out. I can explain that. You're the only one who can't.